ورحمة الله وبركاته. Alhamdulillah wa sallallahu ala nabi nabi.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So right now, as I was getting ready, I put my socks on. I was about to go to my van and make a quick video on the emotions, the feelings around this day, the last day of Ramadan, and how we should be looking forward to the Eid day. And then Brother Abdullah, he stops me in mid-track. He's like, hey, how you doing? And share something with me. And I love this guy. He is the most jolliest person around. So I'm like, you know what? I'll change my plans. I'll sit with him and I'll share whatever I was going to say on the video, but I'll share it with my brothers Zabihullah and Abdullah here. A to Z. They're both here. So the first thing I wanted to share is the ayat. And the ayat is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلِتُكْمِلُوا الْعِدَّةَ وَلِتُكَبِّرُوا اللَّهَ عَلَى مَا هَدَاكُمْ وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. We just talked about this after Zuhur also, which was that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us complete the days of Ramadan, meaning finish your fasts, and then do takbir, glorify Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because of the guidance that He has given you. Because of the guidance that is given you. We don't think enough about guidance because as a Muslim, sometimes we instinctively do a good deed. But if you think about it, that was a big deal. You just did an ibadat. It was a big deal. Like for example, we fasted Ramadan. That was special. I remember on one of the first days of Ramadan, somebody is talking and then he brings my attention to a very amazing point. He's like, may Allah make it easy for us to fast. And I'm thinking, everybody's fasting. He's like, you never know because last year so-and-so got sick for 2-3 weeks and they weren't able to fast. So I was like, yeah, subhanAllah, we don't think about it because if somebody gets sick for a long period of time, there goes half of the month. So, yeah, just getting the actual ability to fast. That's shukr. We need to do shukr for that. And that's how the ayat finishes. وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تَشْكُرُونَ. So you can be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that should be somewhat of a summary for our emotions. As the month comes to an end, we should be glorifying Allah, saying, Alhamdulillah, I got too fast, Allahu Akbar, and I should thank Allah. And because the word tukabbirullah is used, that brings our attention to something very important for Eid morning. On the way to Eid, try your best and to remember, do the takbirats. Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Wallahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. So quite a famous takbir. It's called takbiru tashriq. So if you wanted to Google it or find it, it will be takbiru tashriq. Although you might find another version where Allahu Akbar is said 3 times in the beginning. Very small difference. So you can read that one or the one where I read Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Walillahi alhamd. So we can read that inshallah. The other thing is there should be a little bit of guilt in case we have wasted Ramadan time. Okay, now I have to do some confessions. I didn't finish my Quran almost until yesterday. I realized, man, I have 11 sibaras left. So I started reading full time, just reading, and I realized I finished so many sibaras in one day. Today I only have 3 sibaras left. And I'm thinking, oh my God, if I was trying this hard from the beginning, I would have finished like 10 Qurans, but I'm finishing 1. So that just tells us that we're all a bunch of thieves. Stealing from Ramadan. We never do what we're supposed to. What is it?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. And I was talking to another brother. He said the same thing. He's like, yeah, everybody does overdrive in the last 2 days to finish their Quran. I'm like, yeah, I said the same thing. So it's really, really sad that we do that over and over again. But it also tells us how amazingly potential we are. Zabihullah, do you understand? Like we have extreme potential, but we're just cruising at like warm speed. We can go 200 kilometers per hour on the journey to Jannat. But we're all traveling 20 kilometers per hour. Very slowly, just like faking it. Fake a salat here, fake a namaz there, fake a zikr there, and just do 2%, 5%, and that's all we're doing for the rest of our life. So the main thing that we remind ourselves is that we are very potential. We have a very high potential, like a high ability and ability to do good. So we should also be regretful, thoda gham. Like, come on, I should have done better. I could have definitely done better, but I didn't. So there should be a little bit of istighfar. And the last thing I wanted to say is we should remember all the people around the world that are having difficult times. And we can even mention some countries, Palestine, they always have difficulties, and for some reason the people there, the shaitans there, they're always trying to make extra problems in Ramadan for them. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless our brothers in Ramadan, and especially in Palestine. May Allah make their Eid extra special. May Allah give them the biggest smiles, the biggest happiness of the whole world. May Allah make them understand that they are our heroes in taking care of Masjid al-Aqsa. It is a lot of work and a lot of mujahada. They lose family members, they lose their sleeps, they lose so much of their life. They lose their sanity. They're in an open air jail. Open air jail, that's what they call it, open air jail, because it's so tightly closed off everywhere. The Gaza Strip. So may Allah bless them. We remember them in our hearts and minds and in our du'as. Likewise the brothers in Yemen, in Burma, in China, Afghanistan, wherever, every other part of the world that we cannot recall. May Allah bless them. May Allah give them sabr. May Allah give them contentment. And may Allah also give them that tawfiq to understand that they are going through difficulties, but also may Allah give them that understanding that yes, Allah has given me difficult times, but I have to persevere and go through it and be content in my relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the last thing I wanted to say is stay hopeful. There's a lot of good in the ummah. A lot of good in the ummah. So much good. You saw how many young kids came to the masjid for what do you call it? Iftar help. We had like 10 kids coming in. It's a small mosque, and we had like 10 kids coming in. You guys are both young people, and you're still part of the team, and you're pushing the caravan forward. So there's a lot of hope. A lot of hope. Never ever look at the large number on the haram side of life and start thinking the halal side is done. It's not. We have a very beautiful team, whether it's here, whether it's another masjid, or whether it's across the oceans, wherever it is. The khair has a lot of members. The khair has a lot of members, inshallah. A lot of flesh, a lot of fresh, clean blood. A lot of fresh, clean blood pushing the cause. May Allah make it easy for us to understand the beauty of our deen, the beautiful fasts, the beautiful taraweeh, the beautiful iftars. So may Allah bless all of us. You want to say anything, my brother?
Alhamdulillah, we are lucky that we experienced the fast of Ramadan, and Alhamdulillah, we are lucky that we did all the good deeds. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our good deeds and forgive our sins. May Allah ta'ala guide the ones who are Muslims and non-Muslims who don't pray. May Allah make it easy for every single one of
for them to come to guidance.
May Allah make them easy for them to guidance. May Allah spread the love in Muslims, and may Allah ta'ala make us together as a unity. Ameen.
Sure. And as maybe I didn't mention, Brother Abdullah is a revert and of 3 years. But mashallah, he's making amazing gains. May Allah continue to take him forward amazingly. Nothing special. Just because you're special. He's like, I'm so special, I don't get to talk. May Allah bless you. Okay, Jazakumullah khaira, guys. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to you. And may Allah bless all of us. Eid Mubarak.